365 days ago, our minds were blown by Marvel's Avengers Infinity War. And today, 1 year later, Avengers Endgame is here. I just want to say this is a spoiler-free video. You guys don't need to worry about me telling any spoilers because I'm not going to say anything pertinent about the movie. I'm not going to talk about who stars in it, no plot points. I'm just going to give you my personal reaction to watching the movie and just how mind-blowing it was without giving away anything. I promise. You have my word. Sit back and enjoy. What's up, you two? You guys picked an awesome time to spend some downtime with Demille. It is Friday, the sun is out, Avengers Endgame is out, and guess what? I had a chance to see it last night at 10 p.m. and I didn't get out of the theater until 1:30 a.m. And man, I gotta tell you, it was a hell of a ride. I'm just telling you the truth. So, as I always say, if you're new to this channel and if you like the content that I produce, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Also, hit that bell icon right next to subscribe. You'll be notified every time I produce new video content on Downtime with Demille. So we're gonna get into this Avengers Endgame movie review. And I gotta tell you, it was fantastic. Number one, the crowd was amazing. There were so many people going to see this movie last night at the theater that I went to. It was jam-packed. I'm so glad that I went ahead and got my tickets early so I didn't have to worry about standing in a long line. And I was actually first in line to see the 10 p.m. show after the 6 p.m. show went in. We're gonna go ahead and get into this review and I will let you know my thoughts on the movie. And you guys will have a chance to let me know what you think about this movie as well, because I know a lot of you have already seen it. So let's get to it. So the first thing that I would definitely say about this movie that a lot of you all already know, but it is important, once you get there, you'll know what I'm talking about. This is a 3-hour movie. Now, I did not have any liquids before the movie, so I was ready. In my opinion, I don't think there's a real good time to go to the restroom. I would say if you got to go to the restroom, go before the movie starts. And try not to bring any very large beverages with you, because I'm telling you, you're going to get up and you're going to miss something that's really good. Because there's a lot of good moments in this movie that, you know, once it gets started, man, it just really goes. And I'm telling you, going to the restroom, you don't want to miss like something major happening by just getting up. So, I mean, you do that at your own risk. I'm just telling you what worked for me. I didn't have anything to drink, you know, prior to the movie. So I was ready and I was locked in and I was dialed in, and that just worked for me. But you got to do what works for you. But I can tell you the movie is 3 hours long. To me, it didn't seem like it was 3 hours. It went pretty quickly. Now, I will say, probably the first 30, 40 minutes of the movie, it may have seemed a little slow, but not that slow. But boy, once it gets going, like I said, it takes off. It is a really, you know, once that action gets started, man, it's like, you know, you're just sitting there and you're just like, you're on the edge of your seat. I know for me personally, because I know that if I go to a late movie like that, I'm prone to go to sleep or get, you know, drowsy, whatnot. Let me tell you something. From the moment this movie started, for me, I was literally on the edge of my seat. I did not go to sleep. I did not get drowsy. And it didn't really seem like a 3-hour movie. So, you know, you're in for a treat, but just be warned, there is no intermission. That's not a spoiler, but there is no intermission with this 3-hour movie. So be wise with your beverages. I promise you, you will not regret it. I would definitely say this movie has what I call a lot of wow moments. There's a lot of times in this movie where There is so much action going on. It is just amazing to see. And I gotta tell you also, if you see the movie, a movie like this really needs to be seen in IMAX. I went to the IMAX theater. Man, I'm telling you, if you just go to a regular screen, you get an experience, but it's not the same. You really have to see this movie in IMAX to really appreciate it. But as far as the big moments that I'm not going to talk about, I'll just say that there are several big moments in the movie, and you really want to see this in the best way possible. I'm really trying to find the best way to talk about this without spoiling it for you, and I'm not going to spoil it. But if you want to know, are there wow moments? Yeah, there definitely are. There's lots of moments that's going to make you cheer. There's going to be some sad moments. I'm not going to lie to you. There are sad moments in this movie. But there's also moments where you will cheer and you'll be like, yes! And, and the theater the crowd that I was with last night, they were awesome. I mean, it's nothing like going to a movie to see Avengers like on premiere night, because you really get that crowd reaction when those big moments happen. There's some surprises in this movie, some things I didn't really see coming, and I was really, really impressed with a lot of the things that they did not show. They didn't show you everything in the trailer, trust me. What's in the trailers is only like maybe, 15 minutes perhaps? 15, 20 minutes of the movie, and it's a 3-hour movie. So if you've seen trailers, you have not seen much of this movie, so you will be in for a huge surprise. Trust me on that. One of the things I definitely would say is that it really does help if you've seen some of the older Marvel films, because there's a lot of references in this movie to a lot of those older films, and some of them are jokes, but some of them are just Easter eggs and references. So if you've seen those, you're really going to be able to enjoy the movie even more. If you have not seen some of the older Marvel movies, you can still enjoy this movie, but some things you might not get, or it might just kind of go over your head because it's referencing one of the older Marvel films. But either way, still an awesome movie and definitely very enjoyable. Now, I'll tell you something else that was impressive to me in terms of the style of the movie. The CG was amazing. There are certain characters in the movie who are completely CG, and I'm not going to tell you who they are. I'll let you use your own imagination. I'm sure you can figure that out on your own. But what I can tell you is that for the characters that are fully CG, they are amazingly well done. There's one character in particular that is, in my opinion, I've never seen this character. Let's see how I can say this without spoiling it. I've never seen this character this way, fully CG before. I'll just say it like that. And it just looks amazing. It's like a real person just talking like I'm talking to you right now. I was so impressed with the level of CG that was done. And I gotta tell you, in terms of the CG towards the end of the movie, oh man, it is fantastic. The CG at the end, huge battle sequences, a lot of stuff going on, ton of stuff, man, to just take all in. You will need to see this movie more than one time. I can guarantee you that, because there's so much stuff happening at certain points of the movie, you will easily miss it. And I would definitely recommend watching this movie more than one time. I don't see how you can really get around that. So, lots of cool CG. That's not a huge surprise, but yeah, they really amped it up, in my opinion, on the CG. It's next level, in my opinion, seriously. So, awesome movie in regards to CG. So finally, as I get ready to wrap up this review, I gotta just tell you guys, you really should go out and see this movie and appreciate the movie for what it is. Because what I can tell you is that there won't be another movie on this level to come out for a very, very long time. It's going to be a while. This movie is like a major cultural event. Even when Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker comes out later this year, it's gonna be big, but it's not gonna be this big. I can tell you. This movie also deserves to not be spoiled. There are major surprises in this movie, and things that will, like I said earlier, will make you cry, will make you cheer, and they are big moments. And because of that, I really say, if you can, just keep the movie as much of a secret to those who have not seen it as much as you can. Also, in the comments, don't post any spoilers here, because I want everyone who hadn't seen this movie to really appreciate the movie for what it is and let them see it the way that it should be seen, not by reading a spoiler or something like that. So that's how I'd like for you guys to do this when you watch the video. But as far as this movie goes, in terms of a grade, I have to give this an A+. Outstanding visuals, outstanding acting. The story pacing was really good. For a 3-hour movie, it had my attention the entire time, and I did not go to sleep. Think about that. 10 p.m. at night till 1:30 a.m. I did not fall asleep. That is a major feat for me, and it had my attention the entire time. I will be going back today at either 4 p.m. or 8:30 p.m. to see the movie again on a second run also. And probably in a week or so, I'll be posting maybe not even a week, maybe a few days later, I'll post a spoiler review of the movie. And you guys can leave your spoiler comments on there if you decide to. But yeah, be on the lookout for a spoiler review of the movie, probably in the next 4 to 5 days. So that will be coming soon, very, very soon. So that has been my official movie review of Avengers Endgame. What did you all think about this review? Post those thoughts down in the comments below, as well as your thoughts on the movie that are non-spoilers. Keep that in mind. We're not going to post any spoilers here. I'll post the spoiler review, and then you can post all your spoilers there. But guys, have an awesome Friday. Enjoy this movie. I know that it's going to be, for those who hadn't seen it, it is a wild ride. And can't imagine anybody not liking this movie. Even if you're not into Marvel movies, this is just a darn good movie. I'm just being honest with you. So, guys, have an awesome weekend. Remember, you are blessed if you can see this video. And let me tell you something. You know, if you can see this video, it truly is a blessing. I know I say that a lot, but trust me, it is true. Believe that. And guys, as always, what are you gonna do in your downtime?